Want to merge C and D, but EFI, recovery, or reserve partitions are in the way? In this video, we'll show you how. You can simply back up D, move the blockers, restore and merge. There are several cases and most of them are similar. We will show you the most frequent scenarios and the solutions with a free tool partition resizer. Here is a GPT disk that has CD drives. When the EFI partition blocks the way. On some GPT disks, not only EFI but also recovery or reserve partitions may block the merge. First of all, there's an alternative solution. Instead of merging C and D, that has blocker EFI, you can simply shrink a partition, move the blocker, and add space to C without merging the D, keeping the D drive in this solution. Part number 0, alternative solution, or skip to 15 to 15 for merge. Right-click D and choose Resize Move. Move the border inward to shrink and unallocated will be at left. The size of the unallocated space depends on where you stop the shrinking. Let's shrink and create around 20 GB unallocated here. Click OK. Then unallocated space will be here. Next, right-click blocker, choose Resize Move, and when the cursor shows cross arrows, move it. Then unallocated space will be here. Click OK. See, the unallocated space is here. Moving the EFI needs a reboot in the whole process, so there is a busy mark here. Next, let's expand the C drive. Right-click and choose Resize Move. Drag its border to add the unallocated. Click OK. And then click Apply Changes. Click OK and confirm Yes. We've sped this up multiple times to save time. Now let's check the disk management. You can see the C drive has been added to 80 GB. And the D drive is also on the disk. Everything is untouched. The partition map stays the same. Part 1, if you insist on merging the C and D into one. When EFI or other partitions block the way, you can follow these steps. Open the free tool partition resizer. First of all, you need to have an empty disk as a storage media to back up the D drive. That is, backup D, move EFI, restore D, and merge. The whole process is like this. Let's copy the D drive. Copy it to another disk. Right-click. Choose Copy Partition and choose Unallocated on Disk 0 as destination. Next, Finish. Click Apply Changes. And then delete this one. Right-click, Delete Partition. Yes. It won't start deleting until you click Apply. We'll apply the deletion later in batch with other operations. Next, right-click the EFI. Choose Resize Move and move it to the end. Click OK. And then, copy the D partition back, placing it right next to C to make them contiguous for the merge. That is, to right-click this one. Choose Copy Partition and choose Unallocated. Next, Finish. And then Merge. Right-click C. Choose Merge Partition and choose C and D. Choose OK. And then, we can see in the software the C has merged D. The C and D has been merged into C. Don't forget to click Apply. All changes are virtual until you click Apply Changes. OK, let's click Apply. Click OK, yes. Now we can see the D drive has been merged to the C. And the FI or the blocker has been moved at the end of the disk. If there are multiple blockers, move each to the end of the disk in the Moving Blockers section. Let's see this PC. This is the backup partition for D on disk O, shown here as E, and over here are C and D. And if you have merged D into C, all D drive files will be moved to a folder on C, named D into C. It's no data loss. Here are some other cases involving additional partitions on the disk. If there are additional partitions after the D drive, like E and F, you can copy each partition to move the blocker to the end of disk. Or you may just copy the D drive to move the blocker at the right side of the D drive. If there's more than one blocker, like FI plus recovery, or FI plus reserved, or FI plus reserved plus recovery, move them one by one when you get to that step. Part 2. If it's an MBR disk that has healthy recovery partition blocking the C and D, there are 3 ways to fix the blocking. Number 1. Copy the D to the disk 1, move recovery, restore D back, merge. Number 2. Shrink partition, copy the recovery, disable, delete, enable the new recovery. Number 3. Delete the recovery directly, so it won't block the merging. But if you delete it outright, Windows Restore may not work when you need it. So we recommend you the first 2 ways. Copy the recovery or move the recovery. Number 1. Let's copy the D drive to the disk 1 for backup, and then move the recovery, and then merge C and D, as the first example. Right-click D and choose Copy Partition. Choose Unallocated on disk 1. Next, Finish. Click Apply. Click OK. And then delete D. Right-click, Delete Partition, yes. And then right-click the recovery, choose Resize Move. Move it. Click OK. Now, copy D back, right-click the F. Choose Copy Partition and choose Unallocated. Next, expand it to full size if Unallocated exits, and click Finish. This is the old D. Click Apply. OK. And then merge the C and D. Right-click, choose Merge Partition, choose C and D. Usually you can directly click OK. However, here the OK button is grayed out and the message says, "Not enough free space in the C drive." In this case, shrink D and expand C to fix the space issue. Right-click the D drive, choose Resize Move. Shrink it. OK. Now, right-click C, choose Resize Move, drag its border to expand it. Click OK. And then right-click C, Merge Partition, merge C and the D. Click OK. Click Apply Changes and OK. The C shows over 600 gigabytes. We need to refresh the disk management. It's busy, close it, and open it. Here you can see the C drive has been updated to over 600 gigabytes in disk management. We have successfully merged the C and D into one C. Now, way number 2, we will show you another method. When the recovery blocks the C and D merging, create Unallocated by shrinking a volume. You can copy the recovery to the end of the disk, or at the end of the D drive. That is, to copy, recovery, shrink a partition, copy, disable the old one and enable new recovery and then merge. You don't have to prepare another disk with this method. Okay, this method, you need to shrink to create Unallocated. Right-click, choose Resize Move. then either drag the border to shrink it, or type in 2048 MB, that's 2 GB, to leave an allocated space right after the drive. Click OK. Then there's 2 GB created here. And then right-click the recovery. Choose Copy Partition and choose the 2 GB unallocated. Next, expand it to use the full 2 GB if unallocated exists here. Don't assign a driver letter. Finish. Click Apply and OK. Now we need to disable the old recovery. To disable it with reagents, disable, type and open CMD. Right-click and run it with admin option. Let's check it with the code reagents info. The recovery is currently disabled. Now you can delete this one. Right-click and choose Delete. Click Apply. And then we go to Disk Part to enable the new recovery. List the disk. Select Disk 0. List partition. The 2 GB is the new recovery partition. That is partition 5. Select the partition 5. Now, since it's MBR disk, let's use set id equals 27. If it's GPD disk, you need to use this one to set ID. The ID has been successfully set. Now it's time to exit disk part and run the reagents info and then enable it. We didn't quite follow the right steps. We didn't even exit disk part. We should have used reagents info first. However, we typed reagents enable instead. So sorry, it reports the Windows image was not found. You need to run reagents info before enabling it. We closed CMD and opened it again. This time we tried reagents info first and it worked through, but we didn't capture the steps on camera. Here this command window shows the correct steps. This time the operation was successful. And then, you can use reagents info to check it again. It shows it's enabled. Now, the current recovery is partition 5. Just now we have did it. So at this time, we can merge the C and D now. Right-click D, resize. There's an allocated at the left side of D. Drag its border to add it. We need to expand it and then merge C and D. Right-click C, merge partition. Click C and D, OK. Click Apply. This time the C has been expanded. The recovery has been moved to the end of the disk. For the third method, you can just delete the recovery partition and then merge C and D. This is the simplest, but may contain some risks once you delete it without a new one. So we recommend the first two methods, copy D to another disk or copy recovery. These two methods are recommended. Thanks for watching. Summary of scenarios and steps below. If your partition map differs, email us for help.